Ninth standard English, term 1, unit 1, poem 1. We are going to see this stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. So, this is a memory poem, so you can read this poem lines also. Now, we are going to start the class book writing. So, the class book, you can write the question answers which I dictate now, and you can have also the photocopy of this, and you can start writing the class books. Okay, first one, read the following lines and answer the following questions. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. Question A. Who does he refers to? Here he refers to the owner of the woods. Identify the season with these lines. It is a winter season. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Who is the speaker? The poet Robert Frost is the speaker. Why should the horse think it queer? There is no farmhouse near, and it is a night time. The woods are dark, so the horse might think it strange to stop there. Pick out the rhyming words. Queer, near. Okay, now we'll go for the third one. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. So, first one, whom does he refer into these lines? He refers to the horse. Where does he give his harness bells a shake? He shakes the harness bells as if he is asking the poet whether there was any mistake in stopping at the wrong place. Okay. Next, how does the horse communicate with the poet? The horse communicates with the poet by shaking his harness bells. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep. How are the woods? The woods are lovely, dark, and dense. Who does I refer to? I refer to the poet Robert Frost. What are the promises the speaker is talking about? Duties and responsibilities in life are referred to as promises. And miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. Why the poet has used the same line twice? In order to emphasize the fact that he has to fulfill his duties and responsibilities before his death, the poet has used the same lines twice. Explain miles to go before I sleep. Miles to go refers to leading the rest of his life until his death. Okay, children, this Roman number is completed, and we'll go for the next Roman letter. This is answer in questions in 2 or 3 sentences. So the first one is, what information does the poet highlight about the season and the time of the day in the poem? The answer is, winter season is highlighted and the time is said to be dark evening. In which way is the reaction of the speaker different from that of the horse? What does it convey? The speaker enjoys the scene of the snow-filled woods, but the horse finds it strange to stop in the woods without a farmhouse near in the dark evening. The third one, what are the sounds heard by the poet? The poet hears the soft, gentle sound of the breeze. He also hears the sound of the falling snowflakes apart from the wood of bells in the harness. The poet is aware of 2 choices. What are they? What choices does he make ultimately? The 2 choices are whether to stay and watch the woods filled with snow or to return to his village. The poet's choice was to go to his village. Pick out the words from the poem that bring to mind peace and quiet. The woods fill up with snow, the darkest evening, easy wind, downy flakes, lovely, dark, and deep. And you can also have this paragraph question also. Answer the following questions in a paragraph about 80 to 100 words. It is said that the choices made by one shapes one's destiny. Ponder on the thought and write a paragraph. The answer is, the poet Robert Frost in his poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening makes several choices, many of which his dearly beloved horse does not agree with. The biggest choice that he wrestled Restless with this whether to return to the warmth and safest safety of the village or to stay and watch the woods fill up with snow. A poet does seem to have a hard time making a decision. He ultimately decides to return home, but he seems to take all his willpower. As he had worldly responsibilities and promises to fulfill, he leaves the words reluctantly. Okay, children, so this is enough to write in the classwork. You can start writing the classwork. And this is the memory poem, so you can try to memorize also this poem. Okay, children, thank you.